From Palau to Pennsylvania, welcome and welcome back, fellow fans of Clash of Clans from around the world. It is your host, Galadon, and have you ever wondered how you rank amongst the millions and millions of Clash of Clans players that are out there every day? Have you ever wondered how many players play Clash of Clans? Well, believe it or not, some of these questions can be answered, and we are going to dive deeply into these statistics in today's episode. So please consider subscribing to the channel, turning on notifications, and of course using code Galadon before you make a purchase in any Supercell game. If you're not going to use code Galadon, I understand. I'll be a little bit hurt, but there's lots of other important creators that you could be supporting. So it's more important to use a creator code than to use mine. Okay, now let's talk about why we are here in today's episode. We've got some Tribe Gaming attack replays in the background, but in the foreground, we are talking about a website that you can all visit that I only recently discovered called clashspot.net. Now, I will also link them down in the description, but here we go. Let's talk about town halls right away. You can see where you land as far as what level town hall you are, and actually this I found a little bit surprising. Less than 6% of all players are Town Hall 16. Only about 10% of players are Town Halls 15 or 16. By far, the most popular Town Hall is, as you could see, Town Hall 12. Feel free to freeze that, go back, and of course, go check out clashspot.net to see way more than just the few images that I have for you today. I just picked the ones that I thought were the most interesting. And honestly, based upon that first image, I should be making Town Hall 12 content, right? I need to go out there and focus on Town Hall 12 a little bit more because 1 out of 5 players are Town Hall 12. Now, also, we have to realize that passionate players, that's you guys, the people that actually go out and seek out Clash of Clans information on the internet, on YouTube, they're probably biased towards the high side. I'm guessing that a larger percentage of you watching this video are Town Halls 14, 15, and 16 than the average player. And speaking of average, the average builder base player, well, this is much different than I expected. Look at how many Builder Hall 9 players there are. Now, most likely this is because of people trying to get that last 6th builder, and every now and then I see a comment in my YouTube videos where people don't understand how I have 6 builders. So there's a few people that still don't know about that process, although Supercell Clash of Clans has gone to great efforts to make sure that information is right out there for every player, even if you don't seek out information again on YouTube. Right inside the game, you find out how to get that 6th builder, and I think at this point it's harder to miss it. So that's why there are so many players that are not even at Town Hall 16, yet they are Builder Hall 9. But Galadon, you ask, I want to know about trophies. Where do I stand amongst all of the other players that are out there in the leagues? Am I average? Well, there are some amazing and fascinating graphs on clashspot.net, including this one right here, number of players by league. Look at all of those players, over 3 million players in each of these leagues, yet less than 1 million players are in Legend League. Again, feel free to pause it, take a closer look, but look at this one. I thought this is a fascinating graph. This actually shows a graph of players' Town Hall versus their trophy level. Now, of course, this does make complete sense that you would see very, very few players that are under Town Hall 16 that are in Legend League. And again, like I've said many times previously, there's no reason to be in Legend League if you're not at Town Hall 16, but it's interesting because now you can look at this again, pause it, freeze it, zoom it in, go to clashspot.net, and you will see if you fall in that average or are your trophies higher or lower than the average player. And again, this is not information that you should necessarily take that changes what trophy level you're at unless you want to experiment and see if you can get better loot somewhere else. Another interesting statistic is player level. A lot of players seem concerned about this, so here you go. If you wondered where most player levels land, you can see how extremely rare it is for a player to be level 300 or higher. And again, you can see where maybe you compare to other players. Obviously, if you're rushing, you're going to be lower level. If you've been playing for a really long time, you will likely be a much higher level player. And again, players level means absolutely nothing. It really is pointless, but some players are really focused on that and they're donating in order to raise that level. Now, how about how many players lead a clan? I thought this was kind of interesting because it seems like a statistical anomaly that nearly 1 in 10 players lead their own clan. Wait a minute. 10% of players are a clan leader, yet clans hold 50 players. Obviously, what this tells you is there are many clans out there, probably even hundreds of thousands, that have just a few members. And I'm curious how many players are leaders of clans that have, say, 45 or more members. It really definitely doesn't mean a lot if you are a clan leader, but it's an interesting fact that you can learn right there, and I thought I would include it. Now, we've got one more piece of information, and this one is very pertinent because it talks about hero equipment. Now, before I show this information, I just wanted to tell you guys that no, there's no sponsorship here. I didn't get paid or pay ClashSpot.net to talk about this. I just thought it was interesting. They are a fellow content creator that uses the Clash API. It's a code that you can use to pull this information that Supercell provides. Now, of course, they don't reveal any sort of numbers when it comes to how much money Supercell makes or how many players exactly are in the game, because all of these numbers only have to do with players that have been active recently and are in leagues and attacking. We don't know how many inactive players there are, how many millions of accounts may have already been deleted, or how many accounts are being created every single day. And yes, I would love to see that information as well, but we're just going to have to face the fact that we never will. Now, okay, hero equipment. I thought this was a really fascinating chart, and there are many other charts like it on ClashSpot. This one shows the Barbarian King and the Archer Queen's usage of equipment by Town Hall level and by piece of equipment. You can see that actually not that many players have or use the epic equipment yet. Most everybody seems to be using the default stuff, and again, that speaks back to the average Clash of Clans player, which you are not. You have proven yourself to be above average by watching this video, and even further by sticking around all the way to the end. Let me know if you guys think we should dive more deeply into these statistics in a future episode. Check out ClashSpot.net. Thank you again for sticking around, and of course, you know I love, think about, and appreciate every single one of you every single day. So now get out there, make the best of the rest of your day, week, month, and year. Be kind to other people, animals, and the planet. And of course, I hope to see every last one of you back here again tomorrow or tonight on a Kick.com live stream for more Full Attacks.
Galadon, does ClashSpot.net say how many people have gym boxes? I'd like to know. I really would.